Alright, welcome everyone to the how do we call this?
It's a replay review.
The replay review. Yeah, but what's the Clan War replay review between CranKy, the CranKy Ducklings, and the Ris3n Community.
Yes, Ris3n Community.
Ris3n Community. As these sometimes are called. This is a match that happened when? Last Saturday, right?
Saturday/Sunday, depending on your time zone.
Yeah. Like, it's part of the Clan War. What's the name of the
VTL.
VTL?
This is like the warm-up.
Yeah, so VTL starts next month, or like at the end of the month. Like it's still quite a ways away. But leading up to VTL, like the team league, Milk and I, we wanted to contact a couple of teams and organize some clan wars to like warm up and kind of get back used to it, right? And give people like a reason to practice, or another reason to practice. And yeah, our first one was with Ris3n. There's actually an interesting story behind this because
Do tell.
Because Ris3n, they contacted me, right? To set up a clan war. Ris3n won the first season of VTL, because this is the second season coming up, and in the lead up to the second season, it's going to be two groups. Like the teams are going to split up into two groups, and the two finalists got to pick their starting opponent in their group.
Okay.
So Ris3n got to pick first, and in VTL they picked us as their first pick. So we're going to be in the same group as them. So yeah. So leading up to this clan war, it's like, oh shit, like, you know, they thought we were the weakest team. They picked us first, and yeah, there was like some some build up to this. I wanted to.
Should we mention, Ris3n is a gigantic, like, clan team group.
Yeah.
They have their membership is in the hundreds.
Yes.
Thousands, actually.
Thousands. So yeah, it's a completely different caliber of, the scale of team.
Yeah. We've got like 6, maybe 7 players, with one inactive because Blisk is traversing France somewhere in the wilderness.
Yeah, I wish he isn't lost.
He's alive. He was on Discord a few days ago.
Yeah, sometimes he logs in, he says like hi or something, and then he disappears again. I wish he isn't kidnapped.
He's just making sure we know he's still alive.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would have said something. He has the tactical sense to call for help. I think someone who can proxy hatcheries.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he did that. Oh, it's been so long.
Right, so we start on our first match. The first match is Kuro. I don't know who's that, versus Requiem on Catalyst.
Yeah, I don't know that Kuro player either. I think they never play. Right?
Nah.
Yeah.
I think I saw him once on.
Yeah, he played once in STO16, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, never heard of that guy.
Yeah.
Something we didn't mention actually is the format. So we're for this clan war we played using the VTL format, which is both teams field their platinum or lower players first. There's the first 2 players, and then it's diamond 2/3, and then it's diamond 1. Well, it's diamond period, so which includes diamond 1. And it's all kill format.
Yeah. So
yeah.
whoever wins the map gets to fight the second match.
Yes.
The following match. Is
Yes.
what I meant to say.
Best of 7.
Mm-hmm.
Best of 7.
Yeah, best of 7, which is, I don't want to say unusual, but in Alpha we played best of 5s.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Well, when you have 4 players for a team, it kind of makes sense.
So yeah, Kura, you're the lobby host. So let's start.
Am I? 2 seconds ago it was you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got promoted.
Sure you don't.
So can we follow a spectator in replays?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't follow people who are observing the replay. You cannot follow people who are observing the game. Live.
Okay.
And I think you can follow people who are observing the replay.
No, you can't.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can't, because I tried. Unless it changed recently.
I think it's confusing because you're trying to follow someone who was also in the game at the time. But I think we can. Can you follow me now? Because I was definitely not in the game at the time.
Okay, let me just for you check it. And no, I don't have Steel Mode on the list. You can't follow it. No.
Oh.
I'm gonna do intros.
Okay, so Kura, why don't you start off the intros?
For myself.
Yeah, why
Screw
not?
you. Oh, you do it.
You can do it in Polish if you want.
No. No, I don't. Screw casting in
Okay,
Polish.
so just do it in English.
Who's casting in the bottom? Who's in the bottom right? Who's in the bottom right?
You guys are horrible, you know that, right?
Who is it?
That weird guy called Kuro. I'm not gonna make an intro. I refuse.
Representing CranKy Ducklings. It's Kura in the bottom right. Teal Zerg, who's opening up hatch first. And in the top left is Ris3n's Requiem, the green Protoss. And he's Plat 2, I believe.
I don't know.
Yeah, can't quite remember. Yeah.
Is your Kuro, is that drone bringing minerals to the enemy?
No, it actually stole the minerals from the enemy and then decided to give them back, but they didn't want it.
Oh, because I thought it came with the minerals.
I don't know
For
actually.
a second.
I don't remember.
It's the opposite of what you're supposed to do.
Hey, I brought a present,
I missed
okay?
it. I missed it. But did you have an opportunity to steal his gas?
No, he blocked it. He actually blocked it with a probe, and I was like, oh, somebody did their homework.
No. I remember. He didn't block it. He actually went to build a gas geyser at the same time as you. But like you both just were at the gas geyser blocking each other. Like
but it looked like a block. I mean, it looked like Miuk blocks it, so I thought, oh, he knows.
Yeah. Both players opening pretty standard.
Yeah, and we see the Stargate coming up.
Yeah, except for me making accidentally too many links. No big deal.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of links, unless you
I'm
go
not
to
sure.
go really
I'm not
aggressive.
sure, but I think I just pressed links instead of drones, and I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yep, because we're playing aggressive.
Except I'm not attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like your Overlord is rallied to eventually see the Stargate, but it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, because I figured he built most of his tech on the front, so I wanted to scout the front.
Yeah, now you're going for a third. And the which one?
Yeah, I just don't know if you're gonna end up getting spores in time, because the Oracle's about to pop out.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, there's spores. Spores in the main and natural going up.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, there's also the queen in the main. The extra queen in the main, that is. Waiting for that oracle. But Requiem is kind of slow with the oracle as well.
Yeah, he just parks it there.
Yeah, yeah. He was like macroing his Phoenix on the top left. Yeah, yeah, it's good. Like you've got your Lings over here checking for a third.
Yeah, no, the oracle goes in. Now it puts on a stasis ward and dives.
Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna be fancy, right?
Nope. It did look like it was out of the range.
No. See, you don't get it. The worst part is that I always forget about the trigger range of the stasis trap is smaller than its effect range.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
the effect. Yeah.
And I always forget about it because it just shows you the trigger range.
But you did get the oracle, so that's good.
Yeah. I mean, it was just standing there next to S4.
Is probe is still in your third?
Yep.
Like just hanging around.
Just chilling.
Uncontested.
Yeah, yeah. If you were making drones, like you'd be in a really good spot.
Yeah, but now you threw away all these Zerglings on that fortified position with adepts.
Yeah.
And 5 sentries. It's kind of
I honestly didn't know what to do with the Zerglings, so I kinda threw them away. I was like, yep, I'm changing composition. It's good then.
I mean, I like what you were doing. Like you were keeping them at the third, so you would deny it if a probe came over to try and make it.
Yeah, but I really needed to know what he's doing, and I couldn't see.
Yeah, and now he's getting like 7 gateways and glaives. So it's going to be adepts, and a lot of them. Did he get a warp prism? Yeah, he does a warp.
Yeah, he has one.
Where is it? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, you do have some riches, but he has force fields. So...
There's a lot of force fields. And Wonder Wong is not. Yeah, now he's warping in. He should have warped in a lot more, I think. By now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's the big warp in that I was expecting. Like, after eliminating Kuro's army. Yeah, these spies are a little too late and just
yeah. GG. You just didn't see it coming, like the massive adepts. Adepts, immortal sentries. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We don't judge.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay. He was plat. It's okay.
No, I just played badly. Like, I didn't make drones or anything.
Yeah. Like, and you didn't have to commit to a fight. Like because there were no drones at your third. Like, you didn't have to try and defend it. You could have just gone back to your natural and just waited and like maybe wait for the spines to finish and keep making units. and just chill because because you didn't have any drones at the third, there was no reason to defend it, really.
Mhm.
Like, yeah. And then we go into game 2, where we send out Yaku. And yeah, Yaku's been talking about how he's been struggling a little bit with TVP. Like right now, his TVZ is his best matchup. We practice it a lot, like with Milk and me and Claire. Like we all play like Zerg against him in practice, and he's been getting really good at it. But yeah. Instead, here he comes in. Versus Requiem, our Protoss player from Ris3n. Red this time.
It's northwest, spawning in the northwest. It is no, it's south. You know, it's there. It's here. It's right here. It's the green Terran. He's from Singapore and he plays like Kelazor, so we call him the Imitation Innovation. Yakuzaku. That was my best impromptu Yakuzaku impersonation.
The Tasia from Asia.
You forgot to call him Yakakazakaka.
Yakizaki.
Yakizaki. Yeah, and several other names.
The Southeast currently up one in the series as the team Ris3n. It's Requiem. I forgot of the team name for a second.
I like how Stu's intros are just never the same, and it's so hard to hit the intro at the right time. But yeah, what's this? This?
That is a proxy pylon. We said you must construct additional pylons. That's not what we meant. He's actually making a lot of pylons.
Yeah.
He's 2 more at home. It's just he's ramping up a little fast.
And it's a proxy Stargate.
Which is about to get scouted by a move command Reaper.
I know, right?
Didn't even get the probe, and now the probe is setting up a pylon in his natural.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with what Yaku's decision is. He's like, all right, I see a proxy. Instead of stopping the proxy, I'm gonna send my Reaper across the map.
Yeah.
And mess up his probes, but
yeah, he could have averted all of this. I think he just realized it a little too late. He didn't see the probe there.
And yeah, this is a problem because his SCVs are attacking one thing, but his Marine is attacking the other.
But hey, this is the most beautiful move. The turret right in the middle of the shield batteries.
Yeah, you want to come here to charge your batteries?
You can try.
Sit over a missile. And the batteries should be depowered. Oh no, it was. That pylon was almost dead when the battery came up.
Yeah.
Now this battery is depleted as well, so it's kind of
the turret is just so beautiful right next to the shield battery.
Yeah.
Well, that gets rid of the probe.
Yeah. Okay, come on. Try and kill this Widow Mine. But now Requiem is doing the smart thing and he's just going, okay, just your defenses are here. Let's go into the main, see what's what. And Yaku, he has a Widow Mine ready here, but it's kind of
Not the eBay.
Not the eBay. And now he's sending 2 Marines to die here. So it's not enough.
Yeah, he's kind of panicking a little bit. Yaku,
Yeah.
like,
I mean, he's pretty well defended, so he can take his time. Here's this one stalker killing the turret. He has to stay away from the Widow mine.
Yeah, by the way, I like how when the pylons Requiem has bucket space. Like, it's just a pylon field everywhere.
Yeah.
Not getting supply
Yeah.
blocks for sure.
Yeah, I think he has way more supply than he actually needs.
yeah, and Milk was kind of yelling at Yaku at this point because Yaku's making 2 medevacs, and they could have been 2 Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's making Vikings, but it's a bit late. I like how they're focusing the eBay and then the SCV is repairing the eBay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he loses it. Yeah, Yaku lost 10 SCVs in all that, like trying to repair buildings and old turrets and stuff.
Yeah. The problem is, he's not remaking them.
Yeah. That's not really Yaku's thing to make SCVs.
But he,
It's actually
he
his
isn't
his
that-
thing not to make a series. The Viking is landing to try and depower the Stargate.
and yeah, like Yaku, he didn't die to this. Like I'm pretty sure Kata's done this to him and killed him with it. Like
Yep.
Yeah,
She did.
definitely. On Neon Violet Square as well. On
Yeah,
the
yeah.
on the half base at the back.
yeah. So it's good that Yaku eventually like cleared it up and defended, but
Problem is, yeah, it did recover the SCV, so it's just economically still damaged. Even though he had the cash, like he has a lot of minerals, he could have just spammed that, S button. It's like, just make SCVs.
Yeah. That's what I mean by earlier, that like he was kind of panicking a bit, like he was like trying to repair everything and like trying to move units around and stop the void rays, and because of that, like his macro slipped, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, now he's supply blocked as well.
Massive.
There's a drop in the main of Requiem. It's not targeted very well, but... yeah, that's something actually, I think Voltacus was saying that.
Yeah.
That
Voltacus, mentioned it before the match, that Yaku needs to pack up and leave as soon as the Protoss responds.
yeah,
to the
that
drop.
actually, like, that what he needs is not necessarily damage, but like, it's enough if Protoss has to like move his workers and stuff like that.
Yeah, move his workers, move his armies, keep him on the base. That's the main thing. Problem is now he's just sitting there and he's not doing it again.
Yeah, and Yaku with the landed Viking harass in the natural.
Yeah,
And
it
he was going
it should have been
for-
great
Yeah.
if it was multi-pronged. If
Yeah,
it was
but
happening
he
at the same
made it a
time.
bit late, like the other drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to snap that Templar Archives.
Yeah, he did get the Templar Archives.
Oh god, oh god.
Yeah, but this is getting away, so now this is still useful here. And he could snipe that Artosis pylon and depower a lot of what Requiem has here.
He could. Yeah, like Yaku's doing a good job, like, you know, dropping, keeping Requiem back home, doing a little bit of probe damage. But back at home, like Yaku needs SCVs.
Also, Yaku cares.
Yeah, the 2 tanks.
Just chilling.
That's Theron for you. You have to babysit every unit all the time. So aggravating.
Also, I like how Yaku is sitting off his half base with the barracks. Because I'm not sure if after he beats another, I'm not sure if a unit can go through.
No, it can't. It cannot.
And still, you were saying, it's all about macro units. I disagree. It's all about architecture. Okay, Yaku needs to work on his building placement. That's what this is.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, is my field of expertise, actually.
Yeah. Yaku's getting his third base up, but
is moving out, but just before Steam is finishing.
Yeah, and Raccoon's moving out at the same time.
Yeah. He's not, instead of like going back and delaying this engagement until he has Steam, he kind of runs into it.
Yeah, this is all stimulus.
And the only reason he's still alive is because he has those tanks as backup. But now his bio is gone, and just the tanks will just melt away. And the melee. So yeah, this was just like 10 seconds, 15 seconds later, which have just, kited that force back.
Yeah.
That would have been a completely different.
It's kind of a shame because he was kind of playing this like a TVZ. Like in TVZ, he's been doing a thing where he pushes out with Marines and tanks as Stim is finishing, and then ideally it finishes as he hits the third base.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like a crisp timing, like he hits as soon as it finishes, but Raccoon was in the middle of the map and Yaku didn't know and he got caught, without Stim.
Yeah.
It's just a bit unlucky.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's kind of difficult in game.
He's making SCVs though.
I never know when my upgrades are finishing.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I'm so bad at timing attacks. Because I put an upgrade, and I don't know when he's going to finish. I could go and check,
Eventually.
but that requires too many actions.
Yeah.
No, Requiem is basically A-moving into this army and just obliterating it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on +2 upgrade with charge logs. It's oof.
Yeah, we didn't touch on it earlier, but like, Yaku's upgrades were really delayed too because the Void Rays killed his NG Bay, right? Like,
yeah. And Requiem just, ran away with his economy.
yeah, looks like Yaku's just gonna clean this up, but he lost 21 SCVs during all that.
Yeah. And Requiem is sitting on 75.
Yeah.
You still have like a lot of is it 11 gateways? Like, I mean, if you had a warp prism here, you could have just finished the game right now.
Yeah. And Requiem's on top of his worker production. Like all his bases are oversaturated. It's like the anti-Yaku. Yeah. Yaku's trying to go for a counterattack, which he has to do, right? He has to do something.
Yeah, economically it's just way too behind. He's against the 4 base Protoss. He's actually landing in a good place, but and Requiem isn't actually putting probes. He's recalling his army, and Yaku just backs up and lives, but manages to get up.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good, but still not enough. Yeah, now he has to do that again a couple of times, and then he has a chance.
Yeah, he needs to do that like 3 more times, then Yaku's good.
Actually, now is be a good time to drop the same location again, because now Requiem doesn't have a recall.
Yeah, or the main or something.
Yaku's flying around trying to drop the main.
In the gates in third base.
Yeah, the trapped icon.
And the probe.
Oh.
They're both in there.
It's an Archon cannon. Now Yaku is dropping here. I think he's going to depower this production, which is great.
But in the same time, his third base is dying.
Yeah. And look at how many zealots Requiem has.
Yeah.
You know, and with 11 gateways, this is another weapon. It still does have a prism. Yeah, he's not warping in there.
The EMPs are good, but Yaku's tank wasn't sieged up. His 2 tanks, they could have been helping out.
Yeah. And the wall is open.
Yaku. Damn it.
Yaku, why? I mean, he was concentrating on the drop, but this drop is killing the main, but that's just not enough.
Yeah.
This wasn't the main mining base by now, and even without this tech, Requiem just needs some warping zealots. That's all he needs.
Honestly, if Yaku had sieged up his tanks, like because they were unsieged on the high ground, I think he could have defended this, and maybe he could have done something like because he destroyed Requiem's production. Because
then he would have forced Requiem to either warp in at Yaku's base and continue the attack, or warp in at home to defend. Instead, it's no question.
Yaku dropped on that stack Archon and both of the Medivacs died. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, that trapped Archon was all planned.
Yep, it was actually a turret, okay.
Next level mind games.
GG.
Alright. So now our next contestant will be... I don't remember.
Milk.
Milk. Oh, right. Now I remember. Yeah. Fortress Britannia, Yaku. Fortress Britannia!
And it's going to be on Blackpink. Blackpink LE.
Blackpink. Not Blackwater. Not Blackpink. Which somehow becomes dirtier than Blackpink.
Not sure what you mean.
I'm not sure either. Let's leave it at that.
Go for it, Steel. Go for it.
No, Light, do the intros.
You do.
He always does intros. You do the intros.
I did the first intros. It's your turn.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
In the top right, we have our cranky coach, the Gordon Ramsay of our team. It is Milk and Cookies, Purple Tan.
You were about to say clerk.
And in the bottom left, it's our
Yeah,
it's Requiem. Yeah, R for Requiem. Exactly. Who has 2 wins under his belt. Yeah. Oh yeah, we had to pause the game at some point.
Yeah.
Never mind that. Yeah.
he's walling off the Reaper ramp. He's gonna steal the gas.
Yeah, it's good.
See?
He jumps on it. It's a practiced hand right there.
Yeah. Milk is already paranoid. Everybody's gonna take his gas.
And because the probe tried to gas steal,
I don't think he even tried.
Oh, it looks like he went straight to the
Yeah,
gas.
he went for it. He went for it.
He didn't queue up a building, but
Yeah, he didn't. Maybe that was kind of the point. Maybe he just wanted to scare him off.
Mm-hmm. But then he wasn't here to block the
natural.
the command center.
Yeah.
It'd be annoying. Not that that's like the worst thing against Baron.
Milk carefully scouting for any proxy.
No, we have there's a probe just standing around next to the gas, not doing anything.
Where?
No, it's on Requiem's base. It was just a probe that he was. I think it was a move command next to the gas. Just wasn't entering.
Yeah, that happens.
So annoying. Like, I told you to go to the gas. No, you didn't.
I mean, he did go to the gas.
Yeah.
Didn't tell him to
Said
go
go to the-
inside.
I didn't tell you to go inside.
This is when Milk found out that they were playing on Australia,
Yep.
Yeah.
but they decided to keep playing because they're both from America, so they have equal ping.
Mm-hmm. You did lose that Reaper though.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Thanks to that pause. In Requiem going for a Dark Shrine.
Oh.
The Doubt Templar. When you're in doubt. Doubt Templar.
Yeah, and since Milk lost his Reaper, I don't know if he's going to be able to scout this unless he uses a scan.
Yeah. He does have turrets at home, so I'm not sure if he anticipated this.
It's probably just safety turrets like against oracles and stuff. But
Yeah, but it didn't scout his target either, so
he didn't scout anything.
You don't have to scout the
Doesn't-
Stargate to make safety turrets.
He hasn't seen anything in the main.
you do.
But yeah. Oh, and Requiem's warping in
That's when he
2
scans.
DTs.
Exactly the moment the Milk scans the base.
Okay, now the two TTs are going. He does have a turret coming up at the front, but it's going to be a little too late.
Not for this one. And he
No,
knows that there
actually
is
not
another
having-
one, so
He could have denied that turret. And
He
went
could.
straight for the
Yeah, true.
bunker. Instead, it's going to kill this turret.
yeah, but now he's
he's
in the
only-
range of the other one,
He
so
only gets 2 SCVs for these two DTs. Does get a lot of lost mining time in the main though. Was something.
Yeah, and he gets a third base behind this.
Yeah, but it didn't really, Milk is still marching across the map.
Mm-hmm.
With this Marine Marauder +1 timing. And with
Yeah, I
aggressive
think-
shields, it's gonna be.
Yeah, he can probably deny the third if he goes for it. I don't know if he's gonna go for the natural instead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like he's
he will.
going for the natural.
I guess he didn't know that the third is there. Oh no!
No,
no.
he's very close to the
Checking.
third. Trying to get that robotics facility.
No
Yeah,
cancel.
That's not a cancel.
Just a
No
kill.
cancel on that. Doesn't even waste the steam.
And no cancel on the Nexus either.
No cancel on the Nexus, yeah.
Wow.
It's a good pickoff. That's a lot resources lost there.
And Requiem is just waiting in the base, like he just sucked this first.
The lost minerals are like 1700 to 350.
What are lost minerals? I forgot the shortcut. Don't tell anyone.
Just press escape. You'll see it in the WCS tab.
Ah,
below.
true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I also forget, to do that. Because it also shows you the tech investment.
He denies the third again.
Yeah, the other one this time.
Like that, DT is just running around in the middle and not actually fighting anything.
And he's blocking the third again.
There's still one Marine at the third. Just
he left it there.
Yeah. Really well played from Milk.
Yeah.
And
he's also
really
safe.
annoying.
He's also safe from DTs at home. So, yeah.
Yeah. The one downside to Milk's build that he was just doing was that he only just got Medivacs. So before this, like every stim was really hurting him, and that was that was Requiem's opportunity to try and do like kill the army, right? But
yeah, no, but he was careful about it. He didn't steam in the third unnecessarily. And he didn't steam against the army too much. So yeah, and he retreated when he realized, oh, I'm in risk of oversteaming.
Yeah.
So yeah, now look at his army supply. He's way ahead because he didn't lose all that army. It's a Marty smart thing to do.
Yeah.
He's still going to drop here with through 3 Marauders and 2 Marines. It's going to be real nice. I don't think it's going to deny the Nexus. There's also some Requiem's army is here to defend this.
But it's like the reaction is a bit late because it was out of the vision. But still, the shield battery is good enough.
Yeah. So he lost a couple of Marines, and he also got a good view of Requiem's army. And now he sees that, hey, wait a minute, you don't have a lot, do you? So yeah, now this scary push with 5 Medivacs as backup, that's gonna be painful.
He scans just to check where the army is. And he goes straight to the natural.
Let's steam into the natural, depower everything, and then just run into the main.
1-1 stim concussive shell.
Oh boy. That is on the high ground, just raining concussive shells down.
Yeah.
And then we depower some more pylons here, and then
At the same time, he's sending in the drop to the third. A bit ambitious, trying to kill the Nexus.
Yeah, this is a 1DT just hitting the Marauders.
And the drop is back in the main.
Yeah.
Why does he not kill his pylon?
Requiem hasn't rebuilt his pylons in the natural.
Yeah, he doesn't. For a long time, he doesn't.
So his production is kind of slowed down. He doesn't have a forge.
Also, his probes get stuck in between the buildings.
And yeah, and he forces a warp in the main and then just backs away. And then Requiem just spend a ton of minerals and gas on these dump
They're gonna meet in the middle though. Where are they?
Yeah. Ooh, might get sniped here. Dangerous.
Oh, he gets one. One?
Does it? Yeah.
One.
What's the full
No,
medivac?
this is a fortified position.
Yeah. It's like 5 liberators.
Yeah. Right now, this is Milk's go-to style against Protoss. Just bio liberators. No tanks, no mines, just liberators and bio.
Yeah, it's really cool. If you get a good position, especially in chokes like this that you create with the with your supply depots, Well, I went through like 5 words before I got there, including medivacs, marines. I don't know why. I confused supply depots with medivacs and marines, but you know.
By the way, that pylon is still there at Milk's for.
Yeah.
And you tell me that I left the probe with my bird. There's a whole pylon in Milk's for.
Yeah.
And it's a good scouting pylon. Now he knows that Milk's getting before it.
Yeah, it is.
Oof. But that still is a scary Protoss army.
Yeah.
I mean, those 4 Archons, if they get, you know, a few good juicy shots on the clumped up bio, especially after Stim, they can kill you real quick.
Meanwhile, a Liberator is taking down probes on the other side of the map, and the whole army is coming back just because of it.
Yeah.
And that gives Milk time to move out.
Yeah, and I really like his position.
Yeah. Requiem, he's good at getting up bases and making pros, but I'm not too sure about this army composition that he has.
Yeah. And now he's going to Milk is going to get the Stargate production here sieged up.
Yeah, it looks like
There's a good liberation zones. Oh boy. Oh boy. Everything is going to melt here.
Yeah, all his Archons are gone. It's just gateway units and an Immortal.
Yeah. It's a good concave of Marine Marauders. But he's a little oversteamed. A little
yeah.
lot. And only 3 medivacs left here. So he really needs to take it carefully.
Oh, he stims again.
Yeah, I mean, he has to.
Just don't do it again. Oh god.
He did.
Yeah. Now these DTs are going to clean up.
Or are they?
But I think he has enough reinforcements coming in. He has stuff marching across the map.
And the concussive shells help a lot because the DTs just can never get close enough to actually attack.
Yeah, and Milk is really building up an army to replace whatever he's losing. And Requiem is just can't transition into anything. He has to constantly throw units at this army.
Yeah,
and that's not even Milk's main force.
Yeah.
Like, most of his army is at home.
Yeah, Requiem, he shows a very strange position to build his tech. Like you can see his fleet beacon here at his third. Like that, he was going to transition into Skytoss, but it was very exposed, and yeah, Milk just put a stop to that.
Yeah, this is pretty much over. You know, Requiem just doesn't have the ability to rebuild an army fast enough.
Yeah, he isn't building anything right now.
He has the economy, but
Yeah.
it's just not, you know, there's the amount of workers, but most of them are just standing
he has
around.
a ton of probes, but like just hidden around the map. Like hidden in a base, curled up,
Yeah.
waiting to be saved.
And Mick is still being very careful, even though he's just... Like, we know he has a gigantic advantage. He can just A-move over, over this. Requiem is
probes,
attacking
go.
with probes. Yo! Dun, 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 dun,
And Requiem decides to counterattack with probes? Question mark?
Yeah. He's
Question
going to
mark?
take a planetary fortress.
I think he just took all the probes and just sent them in.
Yeah. I mean, it could be something if, you know, you can take a bunch of probes and pretend like you have an army, send it to like sensor tower range to make it look like there's an army there. But then that's like, you know,
that's a mix of a mind game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of a desperate. That's kind of a desperate move because.
I want to see that happen now. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Like tricking a Terran, like thinking your army is somewhere, but really it's just an army of probes. And you just like sneak in somewhere else.
I tried that once. And I moved an army. I wanted to play with a Terran, like try to mind game him, but I did it so badly because I mind game with the army, with my main army. For some reason, I was like, I'm going to tell him, I'm going to get, you know, step into the range of the sensor tower. Then you'll think my army is here, and then wait, my army is here. What the fuck am I doing? This is stupid. My army should be way on the other side. My army should be way on the other side, and this should be like a couple of Marines. That's so stupid.
It's like, you'll think my army is here. Wait a minute, something's not right. My army is here.
This is not next level mind games. This is previous level mind games.
Jesus.
When was that?
Last time I actually tried to ladder. It was a few months ago.
Did Yaku rab on you or something? I don't know. That feels
No,
like such a Yaku
Yaku
moment.
did not touch me. I did not touch Yaku. I resent the allegations.
Girl,
Stop.
please, we're streaming. You can't,
No,
you can't just
yeah.
say things like
Sorry.
this.
This is... Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Alright, so we're on
Kill
the
the stream!
Biogenesis.
Kill the stream! Kill it!
Quickly, press the button.
There's no delay. You don't have a
There's
delay.
no delay.
Damn it.
It's over.
Okay. So now we're on a biogenesis. And
And it's activity.
how are we going to see? And it's activity. And are we going to see the thing we're expecting to see?
I mean, we know, but I'm not gonna say.
The strategy that we are now calling as of today, Cyclonopedia abiogenica.
Huh?
I will say this still. Lumia was in chat
Yes.
when this game was live. Lumia was in
I
chat.
do remember. I was trying to build up tension,
Okay.
entertainment.
Okay. I'm just saying that.
Try not to fuck up
Lumia-
saying Cyclonopedia abiogenica.
Are you gonna introduce the players?
Nah, we know who they are.
Okay.
We don't know who they are. We don't.
They're cooking quiz in the southeast. In the purple. Making cookies. And in the northwest, in the red, it is called Brand.
Ris3n's second player.
And we had another pause here. Is that the pause when Will makes Grandpa
Yeah.
walk into the room?
Yeah.
Billy! Stay a while and listen.
But yeah, Ris3n up until this point has been doing really well. Like Requiem getting 2 wins like right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Milk trying to bring it back.
The reactor coming up on the barracks, and we're going to see this switch any minute now.
Yeah, there are probably some people watching who don't know the build we're talking about if they didn't watch MSO.
Right. So the build is you switch the factory into the reactor and you start to pump out cyclones.
The
2
end.
at a time. The end.
That's the build.
That is the build. It is the proxy cyclone non-proxy.
Yeah.
Ooh, loses the Reaper for Widowmine. That's nice.
Lumia, like, killed like 3 Terrans in MSO or something with this
Yep.
build.
Like every time he would be playing a TVT, he would be like, "Yeah, what's the next map? Abiogenesis. Give it to me."
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It just today as he was streaming. He was like, "Got a biogenesis." Well, it's a biogenesis. Yeah. I know what to do here. This is the one.
Yeah, I really want to see, because the new season is starting up soon. I really want to see like what Lumia comes up with next.
Right. So now Coldburn is about to scout it. There we go. Ooh. You have a lock on the medivac. It's not going to get it. Right. I remember that.
Yeah, he went
Didn't
through the I know
quite get
you.
If you would have gotten it, that was wow.
Yeah.
Too much. It would have been too much. Now Colbert is going for a cloak banshee.
And Milk is hunting the medevac. He's looking for it.
Yeah, he has a couple of cyclones running around. But these two are already getting some supply depots. They're about to supply block Coldbrand.
Yeah, I mean, he can defend if he has no units, right? He can make units if he doesn't have supply.
And it's going.
The
That
Banshee is also almost
immediately. Yeah, that's some damage.
Almost.
But this drop on the other side is probably going to go down.
Probably. Eventually. Anytime now.
Yeah, but right now he's panicking and scrambling to defend at home. And he's sending his Banshee is going across the map. His Medivac is across the map, and at home he just has nothing to defend. And he was like, and realizes it's too much. I just can't.
GG.
This is such a powerful build.
Yeah. He beat Diamond and Lumia beat Diamond and Masters Terrans with that build. Like it's very strong if you don't scout it coming.
Yeah.
That's the one downside. That's why Milk was kind of angry at Lumia or upset at like the players losing, because it's like if you just SCV scout, you can stop it. Like
I mean, this guy tried to SCV scout, but Milk sniped his SCV with a Reaper.
Yeah, I actually want to say that because Lumia was saying that Milk's version was delayed, and Milk was like, "Yes, it's delayed because I got a Reaper out to deny the scout, because if I get scouted, then I auto lose." Like, so
this is
Milk.
Yeah, it's not even a Cyclonopedia, a Biogenica. It's Virgin.
What are you saying?
I'm trying to somehow squeeze the word Reaper into that thing, and I can't even say the thing.
No.
The Cyclonoripia.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Cyclonoripica, a Biogenica. A Biogenin, yeah.
Just close enough. Why not? Yeah.
Rebiogenesis. Rebiogenesis?
No boy.
Cyclogenesis?
So it wasn't that.
It wasn't that. It was a modified version of Lumia's Cyclone push. Double Cyclone push. Yeah, it worked out fantastically.
Yeah. Very strong. Milk actually felt bad after that. It was like, he felt bad.
It was like, you told me to do it, so I did it.
Like, some power should not be held by any man. Alright, so we're on Acid Plant. In the top left, we have milk and cookies in the purple. And in the bottom right, from Ris3n, I think. Ris3n. The blue Terran, Artemis. Not Artemis, Artemis.
It doesn't help that he has a different clan tag. That a lot of them have different clan tags.
Yeah. Like we mentioned, well, we didn't actually mention it here, but because there is such a gigantic clan, they have to have different tags because there's a limit to how many players you can have on each tag.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to have multiple tags.
Yeah, they have flames, they have embers, they have fire, something. Like it's always like fire related.
Ashes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ashes.
It's all like, yeah. It's all like, Phoenix rising from the ashes related in some way.
Oh boy,
They're molten.
we're in the Phoenix again. We're in
Oh,
Phoenix
dear.
story again.
Oh dear.
Is this more Phoenixes?
Oh boy. And Phoenix is in chat too.
Yeah,
If
Phoenix
you
is
guys-
in chat. Ris3n, Ashes, Flames, another Phoenix spotted. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh dear.
So we have Phoenix, we have the other Phoenix, we have the other Phoenix, and now we have like 1,000 Phoenix AI.
Oh god.
For the Legion of Phoenixes. Fini.
Phoenix.
Fini, no.
I still think Fina is
Fini.
the
Fini!
dumbest.
Phoenix.
What? Why did Milk cancel his Did you just put that add-on to trap the SCV?
I think we're looking too much into it. I think he just canceled. I don't know. Is Milk that good? Did he purposely trap the SCV?
I don't know. The timing was perfect. He canceled it just as the SCV was turning away and was getting caught by that Reaper. So, hey, let me give credit to the guy.
Maybe it was like mind games, like make him think he's opening up Reaper, but really he got out to
Yeah, but he canceled it.
reactor.
He canceled it when the SCV was still in vision of.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Now you're giving him too much credit. It's like next level mind games. But he thought that I didn't see the SCV, and then mind games.
I mean, almost as good as yours still.
Always.
What? Trying to bait a reaction to an army with the army that I'm trying to not bait the reaction to? Yeah. I did lose that game, by the way.
I wonder why.
Because I kept throwing my Marines into tanks.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Phoenix pointed out in chat, there is a clan Phoenix in Alpha Team League.
Is that how they're spelled? Pheeenix.
I think so.
Phoenix.
Yeah, I think so, actually. There's also another Phoenix in SC2 Swarm that plays Zerg.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Too many.
And now I want to make a username called Pynix.
I'm sure
Just to
someone
mess
already
with
thought
people.
of that.
I like those tricycles. The trikes. We call them. The trike. For those who don't know, back in the day, was a unit in Dune 2. It was like a three-wheeled, like, trike thing. That's why he called it trike. That's what this skin is a reference to.
You think so?
Oh.
I know so.
Oh,
'Cause,
I thought it was just
I mean-
a three-wheeled Hellion. Because
No,
it looks
it's-
fancy.
It's called June, right? It's the skin.
Ah, I actually didn't know.
Something?
Because there's the whole thing, because back in the day, there's Westwood who did Dune, the Dune series, and the Red Alert and Command and Conquer, and Blizzard who did the Warcraft and Starcraft, and they were like the two big RTSs at the time, and they kept trying to up each other. They were kind of like semi-friendly competition.
Semi-friendly?
That's what you call it.
Yeah, I mean, I think in terms of the developers, it was friendly because, you know, that's competition between designers is usually friendly, but it was also competing companies on the same market, trying to outdo each other and make more money. So, you know, it's possible for these things to happen when you have like an aspect of a company is in competition with another, but another aspect of the company is collaborating. Yeah.
Cool.
So that was the thing.
And that's
Story
the
time
fun
is
fact
still-
for today.
Story time with Grandpa Still Mold. Stay a while and listen.
That Banshee barely surviving. Viking is really trying to hunt it down. It's just out of vision.
Where is it?
Above the main of Atmis.
Oh, right, there it is. I can see it.
Yeah, it was like just hidden there and the Vikings patrolling like right away from it.
Yeah, it's also auto energy, so
I mean, it doesn't matter because there's a ton of turrets.
yeah. No, it was sitting in a spot where it was undetected, trying to get the tech lab to deny this steam.
Yeah.
Which would have worked if it had a little more energy.
Yeah, we were being a little bit cheeky. Almost got the deny.
Yeah, 2 Reapers being sacrificed to find out where the army is.
I mean, it's not that useful at that phase. They're only for scouting at that point.
Yeah, and
We
that's
didn't
what
mention-
Milk used them.
We did mention that Milk is going mech here,
Ah, yes.
as opposed to
Yeah.
Atmis going bio.
Milk is a disgusting human being.
Yeah,
I was thinking you were going to say Milk is a disgusting mech player or a Terran or something. No, Milk is a disgusting human being. We just went to judgment. Soul is rotten to the core.
I'm glad you agree with me, Steel. But
I don't agree. I just, you know, I'm just trying to highlight what you were saying. Not necessarily mean I agree. You know, a nice snap on that half-full medivac. Yeah, and now Atmis is stuck without medivacs here, and that's a big no-no for a bio army.
yeah.
Ooh,
And his
catching
taxi
Passage
port.
tanks. They get killed by aliens. Yeah. It's always disgusting to see units that shouldn't be killing another unit killing another unit. Like adepts killing immortals. I don't remember where I last saw that, but I did. It was painful.
And yeah, Atmos is trying to hold this back, but
you don't run Marines against Blue Flame.
Blue Flame, Cyclones, and tanks.
And
with
and
Viking
cyclones
backup.
and tanks, everything.
It's superiority in every way.
But like, you can still win like Marines versus tanks, but you don't run Marines versus Blue Flame.
Yeah. These tanks are just going to slowly nibble at this orbital command until it lifts up, and then the Vikings can shut it down.
yeah, Milk is just dominating the sky right now with all those Vikings. Oh, he does lose a couple there.
But
Needs
he
to be
sniped
careful.
another Medivac and that one is close
Yeah.
to dying as well.
Yeah, it's just denying the big advantage of the bio, which is the medivac.
Also, I have to point something out. Phoenix agrees with me. Milk is just mech. Gross.
Mech.
Yeah, that's the reason why it's called that.
It's not meh, it's mech.
I like
Yeah,
that
no.
Atmos is he's like, you know, he rotated his CC around and he's trying to mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Milk is taking his base behind it.
Yeah, you have to save that that command center, that orbital. It's the only thing that's keeping you in the game. But he's constantly throwing armies at that. So it's because in terms of lost minerals, lost resources, is almost double.
Yeah.
And now, steaming into tanks. Oh boy. Oh boy. They're just disappearing. Yeah, I guess smart servers coming from it. Ooh, and Atmis just now got combat shield. I didn't notice that.
Oh.
So this entire time it was without combat shield.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the big difference.
Like with combat shield, he might have been able to break the attack earlier when he like ran forward.
Would have. He probably
Yeah.
would have. Right, jewel played.
GG.
That's an even score right now, right? It's a sideways 2-2.
Yeah, sideways 2-2.
No,
No?
3-2.
Sorry.
Oh, we are 3-2 already. Sorry.
Sideways 2-2 after the Abio game.
Yeah. So now it's 3-2. So match point for the CranKy Ducklings.
Yeah, yeah.
So the next map is going to be Backwater.
Yeah. Not Blackwater.
Not Blackwater. Not Backpink.
No, not Back Black. Oh, Backwater.
No, it's back to Backwater. Now we are going to see they did field the same player again at Miss. Because they didn't have another player or something. I don't know what was happening in the background there.
I think they had other players scheduled to play, but they were unavailable. So Atmos stepped in, and this time he's playing a different race.
Yeah, he's playing a Protoss.
Should I do the intros?
Yeah.
Okay then. Then in the bottom right corner, playing as Protoss this time, we have the Ris3n Community, right? That's the official name. Ris3n Community Atmis.
See, it's not that easy.
I know! And in the top left corner, we have the Milk and Cookies Ramsey, who is training our CranKy clan with his bread and stuff. And I hate doing intros so much. But I thought I should do it once. Never gonna happen again.
Did you actually do the? Oh yes, you did.
I'm
'Cause
never
you
gonna
didn't
do it again.
You didn't actually introduce Milk and Cookies. You didn't finish the intro. You still.
I know. I was waiting for the end of it.
You're still
No.
doing it.
No,
She did the graphic. I saw it on stream.
no. I said Milk and
Alright.
Cookies Ramsey, and that's what I'm gonna say. Fuck it. It was a
You know,
mistake.
you know what you should have
stream.
done.
And the stream.
Kill the stream. Kill the stream. Good point. But next time, Kuro, you should do the GSL way of casting, where they go in the top left. It is, and then they do the player card.
Yeah,
Like
I
they don't actually
should.
say it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we could record that. We need to record that in advance, though.
Yeah. That's the next level for SDO and MSO. Like
Yeah, but
record it.
No, I
wherever the
can
top
just do it.
is.
Like, I will never say anything during the call cast. I'm just gonna say CranKy Ducklings, Milk and Cookies. And then mute for the rest of the cast. I think that's what I need to say.
Yeah, okay. That could be another role for you. So you're the producer, the admin, the manager,
And the voice.
the announcer. Anything else you want to handle?
I mean, I also do the VODs.
Oh yeah, you're the editor and the promoter and the information fairy.
And
So
yeah,
going to come in and see what Atmi is going. You went for a standard opening.
it looks like Milk might want to try and do what he did last time. Like he's rushing concussive shells and he's getting out a bunch of marauders. So he might go for that push without medevacs with Stim.
3 barracks. Like I said, this is the stuff I do. Like
3 barracks, nothing else.
3 barracks, steam, and just that's it. Forget upgrades, forget medevacs, just Marine Marauder. He's not even building reactors. It's...
yeah.
You should at least alternate, 1 barracks building a reactor and 1 is producing Marines and then switch them.
Nope.
And Milk was scouting really well. Like he jumped in a couple of times with his Reaper, and he made sure there wasn't a
The
Stargate.
Reaper is still alive.
Yeah.
Or DTs. Like he
didn't
knows
get a
that there's
kill.
nothing.
But now this observer is going to see this push coming in. And I don't know, Atmis it doesn't have anything he can do actually. Warp Gate is just about finishing now, so he can warp 1 unit,
He has a single attack.
but that's it.
2 more are coming. Maybe.
Yeah, they're at the top of the ramp.
Possibly.
Yeah, and the pylon
Eventually.
is going to depower these 2 gateways. And yeah. Atmis is surrounding the Bioforce.
Yeah, the probes are doing a decent amount of damage. They almost killed the Marauder.
The
I mean,
concussive shell
in
is
enough
good.
numbers, even the workers are scary.
Yeah. No, the Milk did the right thing. You don't want to get stuck surrounded because they will kill you eventually. And much quicker than you actually think.
Yeah, especially at this stage of the game, like without upgrades or anything. Like,
Yeah, when every unit counts.
But that concussive shell is helping a lot. Like, the adepts can't even
Yeah.
get close enough to shoot them any times.
Problem is the Marauders do so little damage to adepts. It's kind
Yeah.
of fun.
he does snipe the Immortal.
Yeah, but he loses everything. He has to regroup and build another force.
Yeah,
He does have the second orbital, and he's getting a third. He's building his SCVs, so he's not behind too much on economy. He didn't sacrifice too much to do that attack, and he did get a lot done.
I guess the main problem is that he was focusing a lot on that, and because of that he was banking a lot. Like that's why he just spent all his money. Like he threw down a bunch of like add-ons. He threw down his third. He threw down a bunch of production because he had like a bunch of money banked up.
Yeah, but he's getting the advantage for the rest of the game.
Yeah, there's no counterattack from Atmos. Like Milk can just macro up at home and be okay.
Get supply blocked, but that's excusable. Oh, and he's loading up a medevac for a drop, so that's great.
Yeah.
And now he's really ramping up the production. He's getting 5 racks with the reactors and the tech labs.
Getting combat shields.
Yeah, so now with concussive, steam, and combat shields, this bio is looking real good. He's also getting +1 weapons.
And dropping in the main.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, getting the production probe, getting a cancel on these gateways. Seeing the robotics bay, that's a good telling
I mean,
sign.
Templar Archive. Robotics bay.
Yeah, for
sorry.
sure. Seeing that robotics bay.
Yeah, because now he knows like what tech Atmis is going for, most likely.
Yeah, then there's
And he still has that drop full.
and the robotics bay gives you two good options against Bio, which is the disruptor and the Colossus troll.
Mm.
I will admit still, I did not get the joke until I saw it written.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I was like, what are they laughing about? And then I saw the clip title, I'm like, oh.
God damn it, Kuro.
Oh my god, is he gonna
Yep.
snipe it?
Yeah, I snatched the Templar Archives and even
Doesn't
gets
say
the
lot,
medivac
but
out.
still.
And also, he sees the robotics bay researching. So
Mhm.
that's a good tell that it's going to be Colossus.
Yeah, but the Colossus is not even gonna finish, because the push is going now.
Yeah. Still, it doesn't have enough here to actually, break this.
But he has
But
much
since,
more
yeah.
mobility.
Since Atmis doesn't have anti-air, you can force that recall here. Maybe even snipe that pylon. No,
I was
just
about to say, yeah, Milk can really abuse the fact that Admus just can't shoot up. Like, he can just
Yeah,
load
Even
up.
now
catch
he's
that.
getting- now he's getting
he's free
stoppers.
stalkers.
he's like, oh yeah, I can have units that shoot up, right? that's the thing. That's going to annoy him. That's going to annoy that Terran.
But yeah, Colossus isn't really the answer, I don't think, because Milk, he's going, or at least last TVP we saw, he went heavy Marauder, heavy Liberator, and I don't, I think Protoss wants AoE, but I'm not too sure about Colossus in this situation against this army composition.
Yeah. And he's getting a starport with a tech lab.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate because
Dropping the third again.
because yeah. Because Milk, he sniped the Templar Archives, and I think maybe Admus was thinking of going like Colossus and Storm,
Yeah.
but
I like the
that
turret
was
shooting
kinda
the
stuck.
Colossus.
Yeah, turrets are actually good against our ground units. A ground unit. Now the Colossus disappears. With no special effects. Atmis, it did kill a lot of Mutant Kuziki's army. Both armies are
And then,
way down
yeah.
right now. But it didn't quite manage to break this position. It killed a lot of SCVs though.
Yeah, a lot of us, like the whole base is down pretty much.
No, the orbital command
Yeah,
floated
the
away.
commander is safe. That's one.
But these three immortals are still at it, and they're just one-shotting everything that comes out.
they can't shoot up.
Well, if they can
Milk,
shoot
siege up. Siege up.
And there you go.
Oh, the recoil.
Oof. That's 26 SCVs died here.
Yeah, but a lot of probes died as well. When Milk was in the same time attacking the third base of Atmis.
Still, Atmis is up almost 20 workers.
Yeah. He's actually sending them out on the map, what the hell? I think that was a miss, really.
Right, he's got a warp prism. Going to warp in some adepts at Milking Cookie's third. But there's already some defenses here.
Yeah, they just get cleaned up.
Yeah. They're attacking the Marauders.
And they're just getting healed up.
It's just, yeah. They're not getting any worker kills.
One thing I will say is Atmos is on top of production.
Yeah,
Like he's
economically is way ahead. He's up one base, he's up in workers, but Milk is just producing army.
yeah.
He keeps shutting down everything. No, wait, now this war prison might actually get something here because there's not much to defend.
Like
I'll see it in Britain.
As you say that.
Okay,
yeah.
that's a big mistake. You lose that warp prism without even warping in anything. And, Milk is dropping the production again in the main base. It's not focusing the pylon. Get the pylon. Kill it. Now he's focusing the robotics bay. He almost gets it.
He still can't shoot up. God damn it.
He's killing all of the probes in the third though. 22.
Yeah, that. Oh yeah, I remember that. The 27 kills Liberator. That Liberator has 27 kills. Good God.
Yeah, like Atmis was too busy taking care of the main that he didn't look at his third at all.
Yeah. And that's avoidable. It's just a matter of evacuating the probes.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Look at that army supply difference. Nick is constantly building an army. He never gets down on army supply. Compared to Atmis. And now they're even on workers.
Atmos is working on Storm though.
The Medivac snipe though.
Now plus 3 is about to finish for Atmis. That's going to be really dangerous. Because
Wow.
Mick is behind on upgrades. Yeah. Especially with that storm running around. He's also getting a couple more. How many stalkers does he have? Not stalkers, colossus. He has 2 colossi and he's bringing 2 more. So that becomes a high cholesterol count.
Yeah. The biggest thing is just Milk's army. Like his army is massive.
But that means, yeah, is getting up there. He's loading up a colossus in the warp prism. I don't know if
Colossus
it's just to
drop.
hide it or
I
maybe
don't
it's to
think
hide the
that's
number.
intentional.
He's actually moving out. Yeah, without his
Yeah,
2
and he's-
Colossus.
Yeah, and he's leaving a colossus behind. 2 of them.
Just drop them. Yeah, whatever. I don't need you anymore.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't want to play with you. We're going to drop right on the army.
Or not.
Good blink here. Yeah, I'm guessing you wanted to do that as a harass.
There's
in
a
the background.
zealot lost there. So.
Oh, he's fighting in the choke. Both of them
Yeah.
fighting in the
Yeah.
choke. With those storms and the colossi, it's dangerous. But he's
Those
warping in some more.
Liberators.
Yeah, there's a lot of liberation zones here.
He's got blink stalkers, so he should be able to find an angle for this.
Yeah, but then the bio shoots down the stalkers.
He's focusing down the Liberators.
Yeah. That's a lot of bio units, and now, yeah, they actually managed to clean it up. The Colossi didn't really have a good angle, I think, on the
GG.
bio. I think I didn't check. He fought without the extra Colossi, did he?
I
Didn't
think he actually took them.
I think.
Yeah. They met up. They met up in the end.
Okay.
Yeah, there was only because I checked that part of the map and there was only a zealot there. For some reason he left the zealot for a
Yeah,
change.
because I saw on the minimap that there was something there.
No, it was a zealot. It was a zealot.
Using Colossi as spotters is a spotty decision. Man, so that was the series. Mythic
Yeah,
Cookies with the all kill.
Claire and I. Well, Claire, I felt a bit bad for Claire because he woke up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
but he didn't
And
get
he
to
didn't
play.
get to play.
Oh, poor him! He won and didn't have to do anything.
I mean, he already woke up, you know?
Hey, I stayed up at like 4 a.m. for this, so you know.
Claire's in chat.
Yeah, it was depressing.
Oh dear. Don't worry, don't worry. We'll make sure you play next time. Oh yeah, because Claire has a grudge match. Yep. We need to make a show match of Claire versus Volt now.
Yeah, that'd be
boy.
great.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that was our clan war with Ris3n.
So, are we going to outro out of this? Because
Yeah, but just before we do, we're going to be having another clan war this Sunday/Saturday at the same time as our previous one. And we're going to be playing against Psionic Aftermath. And I imagine it's going to be a lot harder because Terran Lord and Phoenix Tears, and Volticus, they're all part of Psionic Aftermath, and they know our playstyles a lot more.
yeah,
So
but you also know their playstyles.
that's true. That's very true.
But we don't know who will play because Psionic Aftermath is a bigger clan.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I mean, no, Cho is not. No, it's from Sidestone, not Psionic. It's different. I got confused. Sorry.
But yeah. Tune in this weekend for our next clan war.
Yeah,
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be
it's
good.
gonna be on Saturday or Sunday of what was it?
Same time as last time, right?
Yeah, 8 a.m. Australian time, 12 a.m. European time.
Yeah, midnight
that's
midnight
midnight.
CST and 6 a.m. Singaporean time.
Yeah. So if you're in Europe, it's exactly between Saturday and Sunday. Actually, got quite annoyed about that because I wanted to add it to the calendar, and I have to add it on Sunday because it's at 1 a.m. But that's not how I see the calendar. Like, to me, it's at, Saturday night.
Yeah. I know. Rip Claire though.
69 push-ups on the line.
It's not just Claire. It's Yaku too.
Yeah, but also Yaku doesn't know what a sleep schedule is, so
It's very true. He's asleep as we speak.
yeah. He was like, "Hey,
Alright.
I'm awake," and then he went back to bed.
Hey. GSL started like 40 minutes ago, so.
I do.
Shh.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Go watch GSL now.
Outro.
Let's go
Bye.
watch this.
Outro now.
You're not
Let's
very
go
good at
watch GSL.
outros still, are you?
That's the outro.
That's
Let's
my
go watch
theme.
GSL. Did you end the stream?
No, you're still streaming.
What are you doing? That was it.
I was
End it.
waiting for an outro. God damn it.
Yeah, that was it. End it. Kill the stream. Kill it.
Get it down.
Kill it. Kill it now.